That was the first of 18 text messages and 20 phone calls that Michael Musyoka would receive from Wema mobile loan app that day. When he was in the shower, as he was brushing his teeth, on his way to work in public transport, they literally jammed his phone. He couldn't use it for anything else. Mr. Michael Musyoka, pay your loan now or face retribution of biblical proportions. But we haven't been paid. Please understand. I don't care. Beg, borrow, steal. Just pay our money. The supervisor at Wema Loan was an insatiable taskmaster. This is how he used to train his employees. How many people have you called today? And how many people have sent in something? With these people, you just need to frustrate them with phone calls, terrorize them with text messages, and annoy them with application notifications. That's the only language they understand. At the end of that week, Michael goes to a family get-together. As he walks in, he's greeted by pitiful eyes. Kwani, I have cancer and I don't know. Apparently, Wema Loan had called every single person on his contacts and they had told him that he owes them money. So just like that, his dirty laundry was airing out in public with skid marks and all. Oh, you Wema Loan. May the wind blow a beautiful woman's skirt up when she passes near you and may it throw sands in your eyes. Pathetic. Michael is a medical doctor who hasn't been paid by the county government for the past 3 months. There's a nationwide strike and an impasse between the doctors and the government, so it looks like there's no end in sight for his money problems. These days, he's reduced to a seafood diet. He sees food on his supervisor's forehead, in his dreams, in the air, everywhere except on a plate. Ironically, the trade, the profession of medicine, being a medical doctor, was supposed to be an express ticket to the chicks, the cash, and the Chevrolet. But these days, all he's reduced to is credit, cockroaches, and chaos. Eventually, he decides to try his luck in Ontario, Canada, because clearly the government of Kenya does not have its act together. He gets a job as a casual laborer in elder care. In one of the client's houses, he tosses the client, that is, a cup of coffee against the wall. What's the matter with you? Didn't I tell you to put 2 sugars in this coffee? You dumbass. Michael frantically wipes the spilled coffee and laments that, in fact, this is one of the good customers. So he shuttles off to Mr. Gray's house. There, he finds that Mr. Gray has soiled his night-long diaper. He changes it. Oh, yeah. That is a hallmark of their profession, wiping grown people's bottoms. Whenever he gets his wages, a half of it goes to his family because they sold his ancestral land to get him to Canada. And then the other half goes to the travel agent. He survives on hope and Dr. Noodles. Sometimes he gives himself a treat by adding some onions and tomatoes on the noodles. And then there are times when he goes really crazy by combining it with avocado. The weather. For an African, no. It's so cold that Instagram models dress decently. And they open fridge doors to warm up their houses. One day, Michael hugged his pillow for comfort, and his pillow said, I already have a boyfriend. That became the straw that broke the camel's back. Michael decided to go back home. When he arrived at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, he only had 50,000 shillings in his bank account and 250,000 shillings in debt. As he sat in his square room with his head firmly held in his hands, he asked himself, when will life ever give me a break? That's when he realized that life didn't owe him anything. He needed to take charge. And he did. By the end of that year, in December, he employed 15 people and was making about $500,000 Kenya shillings. That's $5,000. Hey now. When he was training his employees, he used an all too familiar script. This is how you do it. Mr. Otieno, pay your loan now or face retribution of biblical proportions. How many people have you called? And how many have sent in something? With these people, you need to frustrate them with phone calls, terrorize them with text messages, and annoy them with application notifications. That's the only language they understand. In life, you are either predator or prey. Michael was tired of being at the bottom of the food chain. Even though he was using the same approach that Wema Loan used on him when he had nothing, he admitted that it was better to eat than to be eaten.